But the microphones are going to be taken by the leaders with health, who are healthy. Eventually. Don't know when. Right? We're being led, for the most part, by narcissism. So that's unhealth. That's unresolved. Those are people who are unresolved. And this is their subtext of what's going on inside their head when they're in front of people like this. How am I doing? They're talking, but all they're thinking is, I wonder how I'm, look up here. I wonder how I'm doing. I wonder if this sounds right. Let's poll test it. Oh, I wonder if I look good. I wonder how I'm doing. That is what's going on in leadership. And I'm not talking about just politics. I'm talking about across the board leadership. How am I doing? We are flipping that on its head. We're going to flip that on its head. Every speaker, most speakers that you see, all they do is go like this. They're talking up here, and all they're thinking about is, oh, I wonder if I'm making an impact out here. I wonder how I'm doing. I wonder if my hair's okay. I wonder if my butt looks too big. I wonder how I'm doing. Did that sound good? So when that's happening, nothing can happen here. Nothing. Which is why you feel alone. Which is why you're not inspired. Which is why it's empty when people speak in front of you. Because there's no co-creation. They don't even know you're out there. You know, they don't realize there's a person right there. And if they do see a person right there, they think staring at them is connection. You know what I mean? That is not connection. Every time you speak is a co-creation with another human being. Every time. And that other human being is your lifeline. If you don't have that relationship, you have nothing. You might be a great speaker. You might be like polished and cool and all that stuff, good looking. You might have it all, right? But if you don't have connection, you have no real power. You have no impact. And so I always think of this example. So think of the Super Bowl, right? So the last Super Bowl, the two quarterbacks were Cam Newton and Peyton Manning, right? So those are two quarterbacks of the Super Bowl. There's no accident how you get to the Super Bowl with quarterback. You got to get there with a good quarterback, right? You can't get there without a great quarterback. So imagine Cam Newton and Peyton Manning doing this in the middle of the Super Bowl. They go up to the line of scrimmage. Super Bowl is on the line. Mind you, this is their dream of all time. Since they were little boys, they've dreamed of this moment. What if they did this? They took the snap, they dropped back, and they go like this. I wonder how I'm doing. I wonder how I look up here. I wonder how I'm doing. What if that's why only 6 guys can play that position in the whole world. Because the rest of them are doing that. They're going like this. God, I hope I don't throw an interception. I hope I look okay back here. Hope my mom and dad are watching. Hope all kinds of shit is in their mind. That's what speakers do. That's what bad performance looks like. That's why it's so hard. It's so hard to be here, to be here, to be here, and be there at the same time. And then play. I know where that dude is. I know where that dude is. I know they're coming from behind. I know everything around me. That's ultra presence. That's the presence of a predator. That's all we're doing in here. And your life will be unrecognizable. It probably is already going in that direction if it's not there already. But the promise is that your life shifts forever. And I'm not talking about you having to be polished and a good speaker. I don't care about those people. Do you? Are you moved by anybody who's a good speaker? Hello, hi, I'm a good speaker boy. You know? And people like the media goes, they're a good speaker, they're a good speaker. They're like, really? They're not good speakers. They don't even know there's an audience. The reason the media says that is because they're bad speakers. Right? The media are horrible. All they do is they read a teleprompter. They're horrible at trying to have, connecting to people. They don't like people. That's why they're there. There's no people. They're talking to a camera lens. You see what I mean? So they don't care. They think people are stupid. right? And they talk to them as if they're stupid. And then what do we become as a constituency, as an audience? Stupid. We become exactly how we're spoken to. My dad woke us up every morning and told us we were the best. God damn it. And rubbed our backs. He just said it to all of us. And we're like, Dad, come on. We're like embarrassed. We didn't like it for about 20 years. 25 years. And then we go, maybe he was on to something. And we just lived into what he saw. We lived into how he spoke us into existence. What if we did that? What if we start treating our audience like that? You actually speak them and see them into existence instead of the opposite.